Yo, people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Danny AFC TV. After the disaster of today, man. Yeah, that was disappointing. Not only the fucking result, my box decided to throw a spazzy on me, and just as I thought, it started working immediately after the game like a right little bastard. I was a little bit chapping in the flat. I've just had to whack on all of the heating. I swear that's just a sign of like I definitely had the lurgies over the last few days or something as such, or fucked up, because and I'm definitely gonna have to, even though I've got like 2 loaded here, but I haven't had none so far today apart from the one that I was just finishing. I've got a sort of fizzy drink. I want to go to that shop though and get one of them club oranges. I have to say they're rather fantastic. But guys, what a disaster. So, first game in such a long time. It was so weird, like living next to the stadium and able to hear cheering and noise and not seeing the fucking game. Now, I'm going to catch it tonight. I do know what time it's on, the red button, etc. Shout out to Jean Arby. The only person, I think there was a good 12, 13 of us that actually ended up playing last night. Over 10. Threw in our separate predictions for the game. I went 2-0, obviously, to the Arsenal. Jean RB was the only man, the only real one that actually got the result right. I wish you didn't get the result right. But hi, Danny, everyone. Sorry I wasn't in the stream today. Barbara and I were out for lunch. Fantastic news. No need to apologise, my brother. Thank you so much. Didn't miss much. First game I've seen in a long time, and I will be watching it at 12, I do believe. Or is it half 11? I'll keep an eye on that, actually, because I don't want to be missing the coverage of the game, basically. Bro, Jean Arby, we're going to have to get into it. It's hard for me to call it an inquest at the moment. Obviously, I haven't seen the game. From everything I've heard and the reliable people on my group, Araya, again, I've been told, has been good. 2 goals conceded, but very good. World-class save. I fear for Havertz. I've always said it as a central midfielder. I overly fear for Vieira, but unfortunately, he's not a central midfielder. Oh, God. And there's also that lack of goals from strikers again, man. Nketiah, you're fucking dog shit. I have no time for him, and I'm never going to have time for him. So the sooner we let this little bastard go or release him, give him away, whatever the fucking scenario may be, it's just the sooner the better. And I'll be quite honest with you. The more and more I think about Ivan Toney, the more and more it seems to slowly make that much more sense. Right, Daniel, Arteta needs to go. Jesus is dead food, and we are finished. I'm not going to go as far as that again, finished and blah, blah, blah. Bros, we have got, for the first time in years, a massively good core. A core of players, like certain players that could walk into Real Madrid, Barcelona, Man City's teams. We haven't had this for years, bros, and I am talking only a select few, but Rice, Saka, perhaps Odegaard, and on his day, Martinelli. But yeah, bros, what have I actually not said there? I've actually said I've mentioned a central midfielder. Bros, like Man City pulling a Decor, yeah? A Jeremy Decor. Where's Arsenal's Jeremy Decor this summer? We all knew, or I said, we needed a traditional winger. Martinelli and Saka can't do it the whole season. What if one of them gets injured? At this present time, North London derby settings, we didn't have Martinelli or fucking Trossard. And we know I'm not the biggest Trossard fan in all of fucking Europe and all Arsenal fans in the world. But I would much rather Trossard than no fucking Martinelli and no Trossard. So the need for a winger for me is absolutely, again, at the absolute top of the agenda in January. Because imagine come January, man. I heard I watched some of the boys on the group type today. Saka is looking injured. He can't do it all season. He's looking tired. Well, we're not that far through the season to be screaming tired. But if this is the case and the young star boy is looking slightly tired, well then fuck me, yes. We need to upgrade and fucking get one fucking world-class winger Two goes into two, but you know what I mean? How long can it continue for? You need three world-class wingers and one or two other, and then one or two other squad ones. Like the Nelson isn't a bad option for your League Cup and FA Cup games if he's happy with that little cunt on his £100 a week. But it ain't good enough if that's all it is after Martinelli. I didn't think Trossard was our greatest signing. I still don't, but I give him his props. He's all right. I've missed him today, Mr. Trossard. I can't lie. Yuri, shout out to you, bros. So all in all, I'm already going to make a slight prediction. Do you remember, guys, maybe a week and a half ago, I said after 9 games, I'm going to make my full prediction for this season. The 9 games was, let me really quickly say them so I am accurate. Fuck off out my face, Oddy God. The games was shit. The 2 that I've just gone by, sorry. Obviously, Arsenal 2-2 against Tottenham. And whatever the fuck we done last time out before that. I can't be bothered doing the brain power. Next up is Brentford. Then away at Bournemouth, and then away at London. So it's the 3 away games in a row coming up now, guys, yeah? I'm not saying we're going to get beaten in them all. I'm not going to say nothing dumb. I'm not saying we're going to even drop points or anything. But first things first, it's 3 away games in a row now. After a couple of struggles, I suppose, at the Emirates, at home to Fulham, 10 men Fulham at that, especially when their boss boy, Paulino of the midfield got sent off. But anyway, nevertheless, Brentford away, Bournemouth away, Lons away. And see, when you finish 3 bastard away games like that in a row, one being Champions League, and I did say I'd know after 2 games how good we're going to be in the Champions League this season, the second one being away at Lons. But we do finish off at home to Seville shortly, so I'll continue the fixtures in due momentarily, of course. After the 3 fucking games, which I'll say one more time, away at Brentford, away at Bournemouth, away at Lons, we're back at the Emirates, it's Man City at home. Well, I'm afraid to say, guys, with 4 points behind already, I make us 7 just on that fixture behind already. I make us 7. We're losing at home to Man City. Yuri said it on the group. He said it live here. We need to stop this now. With like this, always losing to Man City. Forget closing gaps. Like we looked close against them last season. I think even an FA Cup game. Like without getting the usual tankings that are just comfortable 3-0 walks in the park where Man City didn't even have to start sweating or anything, basically. That was improved on, but fuck that. We need, as you would say, some victories. So again, after Brentford, Bournemouth, Lons, it's Man City at home. Guys, I know they're shit at the moment, but Chelsea can't be shit for a whole season. I don't know. Are they going to finish 12th again? I don't know. We can talk about that in a minute again if you like. After Man City at home, it's Chelsea away. After Chelsea away, it's Seville away. Let's just stop there. That is the end of the 9 games. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games left. We're 3 down in what I said was going to be the 9 game changers of Arsenal's season. League-wise, and I even said, Brentford, we start off in the Caravan Cup, which is actually next. That isn't a league game. The Caravan Cup, we could be out of this Caravan Cup in the 9 games run. I said would either be out or definitely top of the league in the Champions League, which I did say my prediction is we'll be top of the league against PSV, Lons and Seville, respectively. Then I said Bournemouth, Lons. I did go, I remember 2 wins. Man City, we all know what I thought. Chelsea away, I don't know if I'm changing my thoughts at the moment. We'll see a little bit closer to time, especially form-wise. And then Seville away. So I'm going to maintain there's 6 games left of the 9-game spree that I said will make and break our season pretty much. And when I say make and break, I'm not saying we can't get top 4, blah, 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 but we're not going to... I said I'd be able to decide if we are going to run Man City for a title race, which I'm already thinking that's slipping away, guys. We're 4 behind. Come at home to the Emirates soon after our away game bonanza, away at Brentford, starting up in the Caravan Cup. Interesting. Ramsdale, back and go. Ramsdale, back and go. Something like that, innit? But as I'm saying, to start off the whole rant this evening, I'm afraid to say these fuckers, Man City, they're going to run away with it. Because if you look at the way the fixtures are going to bounce now, we're 4 points behind them already. And yeah, after the next 3 games, 1 Caravan Cup, 1 Champions League, and 1 away fixture at Bournemouth, there might be an international break in between that. Then it's Man City at home. It's not far away. Hence why, obviously, I remember saying to my guy the other day, like, I was like, so how? I swear it ain't that quick, that it's a bit longer before we play you. How's Rodriguez saying? And I said to him, but you know, it's a 3-game ban. And my guy basically, here he is, well, go on, dedication. Just basically saying, you fuckers are running away with it. You're 4 points clear, bruvs. I don't like saying it as an Arsenal fan. I can't see us getting anything from the Emirates. So basically, there's only one more league game before we play you. Hence why Rodri misses out. We've got a Carabao Cup game, like I take it you have. Then it's Champions League. Then we're away at Bournemouth. And then it's you guys. Jeremy Lacour has already given me some headaches and issues. I'm not saying that he is the finished article or product, but again, just seeing Arsenal today, or the lack of seeing Arsenal today because of my box. Sorry, apologies. But I mean, just knowing again with the no Trossard, no Martinelli, we're lacking on the wing already. And a winger is something that I've been screaming for at this club for a year and a half now. And it's now going to get done. No Martinelli, no Saka. No Martinelli, no Trossard. It's Saka trying to, do things on both wings. Nelson's fucking, I'm sorry to say, man, Nelson's all right, but Reece Nelson come against Man City ain't fucking happening, innit? Like, it's going to be silly. Carl Walker will snap him up, eat him up, break him up. So, yeah, I always did say we needed a Rafinha. I'll take Antonio Nusa, the Club Brugge wonder kid, 17 years old in January, not a problem. But I can see Man City going after that guy. I can see Man United going after that guy. I can see everyone going after that guy. Osman Diamonde, someone that I've been speaking about for a good couple of weeks now. You know, I've been on and on and on about Osman Diamonde. Well, now West Ham, Newcastle, PSG, AC Milan, Real Madrid. Everyone appears to be on this motherfucker. Man City will come looking at him. He's 19. He's a central defender. He's a beast. Plays in Portugal. Pep Guardiola is going to be all over that as well. Guardiola is allegedly already going in hard for Arsenal's academy product, 18-year-old Amario Dewberry. I ask myself, when does these kids get a chance to play? Will Dewberry play in the Caravan Cup in the next game against Brentford? I want to see Dewberry play. I want to see Nwari play. We're looking a bit dry. We're looking a bit lethargic. And Nwari, I've got to the bottom of his contract, truth and everything. So it's still a scholarship he's dealing with, guys. He only can sign his first professional, which I was led to believe I'm sure you can sign. So I hope I'm not wrong on this. I'm sure you can sign a professional contract at 16. But from what I've been told, he can't sign no professional contract until his 17th birthday, which I did check out today. It is in exactly 6 months' time. So he's still running with his scholarship deal. This Amari Dewberry, he's got 12 months left on his deal. Man City are onto him. Man City feel they can wrap up a deal for this guy in January. I find that a mad worry. Because if Man City are watching you, let's just have it with all respect. And it's not because my guy's a Man City fan. He's obviously a good fucking player. I know even more so at Arsenal could be a risk to play someone so raw and so young. But do you know what? When do these motherfuckers get a chance then? When does Aunt Nwari get a chance to blow? I know he's just 16, but when does he get a chance to blow? How about Mario Dewberry? Pep Guardiola wants him. When does he get a chance to blow? Guys, let's get into the comments. We are 13 minutes in. I feel like I'm just pissed off already. But anyway, right, let's do this really quickly. I'm not happy, really not happy. You can't score. Hold on, you can't score against your rivals and then concede straight away. Yes, also again, lack of striker. This is year number 7. Yeah, year number 7. Nketiah has been sort of, even if it's a bit harsh of me to say, he's been around for 7 years, but 7 years, or at least 6. He's got 16 Premier League goals. Fuck it. Do you know what? Haaland has ate up 16 league goals in maybe, 4, 5, 6 league games. This guy's now been here 6 years, or come through the academy. He's been here 6 years. He's got 16 league goals. Nketiah, you're not going to cut it, my friend. Nketiah, Eddie, I know you're watching, but if you are, you're fucking shit, bro. Shadows are fucking nuts. UE. I can't talk about you like this. Right, yeah, I went 2-2 because I felt the teams. Let me read it over here. It's much easier. Right now are similar. I was expecting a hard-fought draw, but it wasn't. We gifted them the points. I'm so disappointed. I can't believe I actually haven't seen this. Jorginho cost us massively. Lego Man needs to do a Ramsdale. Drop Ben White for someone else. Bank Tommy Yasu possibly. But after that, bro, in defence, we're very thin. If Zinni was to drop tomorrow now, who have we got? Who have we got after Zinni, the left back? Who the fuck have we got to go left back? What, Jacob, that Polish guy? Allow it, bruv. He'll get torn up against Man City if what's had to happen. Let's say Saliba went down, bruv. What actually happened? Bruv, Blood clot. You got Ben White going centre back, bros. Then you're forcing Tommy Yasu at right back. Why do I feel we're not equipped for the season? Yes, all right, mate. Right, we don't win the league with Ben White as right back. Nope. No, I agree. Jesus should score. Sorry, Jesus should score when he robbed Madison. Jesus is the next one, bro. Why do you think Pep Guardiola gave him to Arsenal at £45 million? He didn't let a guy go that he felt was going to be a massive loss to his team. I'm afraid to say it's the same with Zinchenko. There was nothing there that Pep Guardiola thought, you know what? These men are going to go and win the league now. No, none of that. None of that. Or he would never have sold them 2 players to Arsenal. Yes, we were slightly already improving. Yes, they've helped out. Do you know what I mean? They're not that level, bro. So listen, go Man City tomorrow. Go chat to Pep Guardiola and say, yo, we saying about Foden or I don't know, Foden or Rodri, Foden or Alvarez. He's going to tell you to go fuck yourself. Because players like that really would make Arsenal close the gap, in my opinion. Dedication, 1. It's 4, brothers. It's 4 points already, isn't it? Not very good, bros. And we're playing you in 2 games' time, so I hate saying it. It's 7 points. Fuck. Phil, what are you saying? A bad day for both of us. I'm feeling you. Do not sleep on Liverpool. Exactly. Liverpool are going to be involved. Tottenham, I'm telling you, are top 4 this season. I'm sorry. I've seen enough already. Arsenal should be top 4. And including, obviously, the champions already, Man City. I've already just made the top 4 this season. Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool, Man City. It's going to be hard to get past any of these teams this season. Liverpool, without looking brilliant, are back on song for me. Tottenham have started unbelievably. Us, I don't want to say we can't get worse, but we've got to get better in the coming weeks, surely. But I feel that's going to be after a couple of sticky fixtures. And when I say sticky fixtures, I mean fucking Man City coming up. Good evening, everyone. Apart from... God. Are we getting slightly racist? What's this Greek talk? Come on, you Spurs. We deserved our point. Get over it. Fuck off. Hey, Linda. Interesting, brother. Get a big like on that video. Do be subscribing as you are a fucking Totty fan. Fuck it. We like Totty fans around here. Don't worry about it. What can I say, mate? We'll catch you at White Hart Lane, innit? We'll catch you at the shithole. We'll fuck you up at White Hart Lane. Just like we won the fucking league. We won the league at the fucking Wank Heart of Lane. So, Nicholas, please chill out. We won the league at White Hart Lane. Hello, right, today, we had on the pitch Jorginho, Havertz, Emil Smith-Rowe and Ketia on the pitch all at the same time at home to Spurs. There's levels out here, and that's why you don't win the league, and that's why Man City have won the league already. Exactly. That's a beautiful comment right now, guys. Dedication, I'm dying to get into your comment, but let's just draw in on that comment for 2 seconds. Let's draw in there for 2 seconds. Today, North London derby, we had on the pitch Jorginho, Havertz, Emil Smith-Rowe, Nketiah, all on the pitch at the same time. Guys, if you could take a moment and absorb that comment there, because this is what I mean. Disrespect to none of the 4 players there, apart from Havertz. Yeah, disrespect to none of them, apart from Keita Havertz, yeah. None of them are going to be winning league titles in their careers, I don't think. Sorry, Havertz, if you have done it anywhere or whatever, and Jorginho, same to you at Chelsea, you little cunt. Congratulations, this is Arsenal. We don't win league titles like that. But there's already the levels, bros. You eat your man of the match just for that comment. 19 minutes down, bros. You just took the whole stream away. Nketiah, 16 goals in his Premier League Arsenal career. It's not good enough. It's not going to win us bullshit. Like, Nketiah, you're a dog. Like, I'm absolutely. If I've never been done with Nketiah, and if any of you thought I could be 50-50 on Nketiah, he can fuck off right now. I'd play in Warrior, midfielder ahead of him. I'd play Dubry, who Pep Guardiola like. I'd play any motherfucker ahead of him right now. I don't like him, never going to like him. Nketiah, you're a fucking dog. You're birds of dog. You're... Fuck you. Who else is in that list? Jorginho, you fucking Brazilian, Italian waste man. Let me tell you something. How many Brazilians do you know that go to Italy for a couple of seasons, won't be considered for the Brazil national team, so they turn up and start kicking ball for the Italian national team? That's how fucking dry you are, bros. I don't even know why Pep wanted you that time. And that's the only reason why, when you deep it properly, that's the only reason why little Pep actually bought you. Is because Guardiola... Fuck that. I've just remembered something. Now I'm getting hot because I'm vexed. Guardiola wanted him, yeah, when he was going Chelsea, and Chelsea and them almost got into a beef over this little Brazilian-Italian pussy clot for £50 million. Why do you think Mini Pep wants him? And turn off the heating, because I got naturally hot in the face. I got naturally hot right there, innit? 23 minutes into the stream, man got naturally hot just thinking about it. Like, who said to do that last January? Let's go and spend fucking £12 million on some little shit cunt stabber from fucking Chelsea. Like, how many times have we been stung by Chelsea up in this transfer market, up in a transfer window situation? How many times have they done us over? Really and truly. Pound for pound, fuckery for fuckery. Right, this is the dedication. You say, you know what? What is done? Look at last season for you. You had one league, yeah, to maintain. Yeah, perhaps we had no Champions League, we had no FA Cup, we had no league. It's true. You had one league to maintain, and it didn't happen. We've got Champions League now this season. You're going to struggle, my guy. And do you know what? And I did say this about a month ago on the stream, so shouts out to your dedication on that. Because let me tell you something. This is something I said when the Timber injury went through, when Rice was out for a week or so in America, and I was thinking, no. You don't just come Arsenal and get injured, do you? And Rice is injured, fam. It could be, I'm hearing 2 to 3 weeks. I'm hearing it's nothing sick, it's nothing bad. It's a slight back strain. Who knows? But I'm hearing minimum back strain, like you got to allow a brother to rest out here. So from what educated guesses have told me, this is 2 weeks for Declan Rice now. Like, Rice has to be back for Man City, bros. Go fuck that Rodri thing. That's a bit of a blessing for us, but we need Rice. We ain't Man City out here. But I hear you on that comment, bros, because, yeah, straight talking, with like thinking of trying to manage League Cup next week against Brentford, who, with all respect, is a Premier League team. It's going to be actually really interesting to see. When is Brentford? It's going to be actually dead interesting to see what he throws out against there, considering injuries have already licked us. Emil Smith Rowe to start, Nelson to start. There's going to be no Trossard possibly. When is this game? This week, I take it. What day is it today? Sunday. So, Wednesday. Yeah. This Wednesday, it is the Caravan Cup. This will be a game I don't really have to worry about doing watch-alongs for. It's the Caravan Cup. Maybe if Manny wants to jump in with me, maybe we'll cover it together. If I'm busy, I'd rather just run the road, as they would say. But Brentford anyway. Nevertheless, I might cover the game. It could be a decent game. It's going to be one of them. What sort of team will we put out? Craig, I'm coming to you next, my brother. Always interested in what a guy like you has to say, especially on a bit of a fucked up result like today. Today is a fuck up. It was at home. I know they're on a very good run. I know confidence is with them and confidence is a motherfucker. Maddison clicking, Son the captain, blah, blah, blah. Who the fuck is Harry Kane? It still don't mean you shouldn't need to turn over your North London rivals, bros. We're also meant to be like trying to go for leagues, and this is why I believe we're falling short of the league already this season, guys. We are falling short. I did say we've got 9 games. I'm going to judge our Champions League prospects and every other fucking prospect. So let me tell you something. We're 3 games down into that 9 games that I said, yeah? Not looking good, mate. It's not looking good. Right. On to shouts out to you, dedication. Fuck, I'm going to do it one more time because look at this. Look, You know what, though? Back to last season for you, you had one league to maintain. Guys, there was no League Cup. We were out straight away. There was no FA Cup. We were out straight away. And listen, don't even talk to me about Europa League football. Shit. Fuck. Champions League now this season. I reckon you're going to struggle. This is what I mean. It's back to trying to get in the top four, honestly, and that is, I'm going to be straight. 25 minutes into the stream, I believe that's what it's going to be about this season. A struggle. Well, trying to just maintain being a top four club, guys. There's no league title. But let's have this now from Craig. Part of the manager's job is adjusting to injuries. Very true. I'm not sure Arteta is great at that, to be honest. Every season and performances under him has collapsed whenever a few players are missing. Yes, Saliba. Like today, I didn't want Havertz, so I backed Vieira over Havertz, yes. From once Vieira has a problem, for me, I take him out, put Jorginho in, which you could say could have happened because they both went off. But it just shows you when you lose a talent like Declan Rice, already, I'm afraid, Arsenal fans, the gaps are slowly going to start creeping, cracking. It's not going to be good for the club. Seriously, we're not in no league title fight this season, guys. We're trying to just stay in the top four and have a run in the Champions League. Is this still an improvement? A run in the Champions League and still a top four club, guys? Because this is what I believe we're sort of running with this season at this early stage. I always believe I'm in such a wonderful place and don't need to be naughty. Okay. What did I miss? I must have missed something there. Good evening, everyone. I don't know. Let's crack on anyway. Charlie's Creek up here. you get a lot of Charlies at a Creek, can it? Charlie's and Chris's. What's that Stavros called? The one that he was a singer. Sunglasses. Looks a bit like Tom Duggan in his younger career. George fucking Michael. George, Chris. Fucking hell, Charlie. Get a manager. It's kind of shiny on this side of my video. Get a manager who actually has an idea of what players we need and has the pull to sign those world-class players. Yes, Timber again, Rice, job fair done, bruvs. Like, the Timber injury is massively unfortunate. I think would be performing slightly in a better place. He was an upgrade, isn't it? I actually fear he'd be playing left-back this season because left-back is, if you like, even though Zenny has played well the last few games, I'm not going to include today yet because we know my disasters today. But Zenny would be the guy I'd be looking at like scared. Ben White, though, is fuck me. He's so droppable at the moment. He's so shaky. I don't like him. He's worried about his cheekbones, a bit of Botox, etc. Like, you look lovely, Ben White, but again, you look like a fucking... It's a fuck off, innit? Do you know what I mean? Got no time for this little dirty little cunt. Bro, don't bother watching it. It's just going to ruin your night. Save on the stress. I'm going to have to, bros, because I'm stressed not seeing it. And yes, I know there's nothing to look forward to. I know the result, but I need to have my little analyzation in my head, innit? And I need to know what's going on. Each other, or is that... Bareback, fuck off, fucking shit. What is the point of bringing on a Emil Smith Rowe for 4 minutes? Makes no sense. Yeah, clutching at straws, bruvs. 4 minutes before Brentford, of course, because he will play against Brentford now. There is injuries. So that's the only sort of thing. I think Yui actually did say it on the group today. It's probably time to see this little fucker get some minutes now. He is a guy that's creative. He is a guy that's got a bit of a touch on him. And we kind of need something right now. And guys, 29.5 minutes on the clock. Please be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if we is new. As I said, Craig, I don't know when you was there. If you was there when I said that I'm rating our season now in the next 9 games. So it's the 3 that's gone and the 6 that are obviously up and coming. And I'm making myself right. I'm seeing the cracks. Cool. PSV, wonderful. Dust off Lons, great. Then it's away to Seville. if we obviously don't lose at minimum draw there, or preferably get the win, we're pretty much through with 3 wins from 3 in the Champions League. So that's all good. You know what I mean? All right, out of the group. Then you've got to find that time between Christmas or before Christmas and January on making sure your league form stays fucking solid, like how Man City do season in, season out, and manage seasons. Hence again why Declan Rice was great. We're going to need one more Declan Rice. Let it be a defender Declan Rice or another midfielder Declan Rice, because you need 2 people that are bang on this thing, especially if one goes injured or goes down or doesn't play well for a little while. You need 2 generals in any Premier League team, seriously. Man United made the same fuck up this season going for Mason Mount. And I still think this is why Ten Hag is getting effed now. He tried to repair it by bringing in a bit of a fucking injured fucking Amrabat from Fiorentina. Congratulations, cunt. You should have had the central midfielder, mate, was so important to you like Arsenal. Like the Declan Rices, just to say, those what are you doing going for Man? You fucking idiot of £55 million. But Arsenal got our own problems, and it's very similar. We went for some cunt at 65 that I still have no idea why the fuck he plays in this team. He's not a central midfielder. What did he come on and do today? Do you know what I mean? This Keir Havertz is a fucking myth already. I can already see something crazy happening, like just letting him go in 3 years, just tearing up his contract and saying, you know, it was all about a mistake. It was like a bad dream. Give her over. Give her over. They say to her. The queen of the channel. Salute to her. She actually did contact Man today, actually, bros, to be real. Do you know what I mean? Further to our last mention of that, her mum has been ill in hospital, whatnot, so I have had a word with her, etc. It ain't too madly good at all. Anyone in hospital ain't good, is it, bro? So do you know what I mean? It ain't really a mad good situation. So I did have a word with her. Yeah, she'll pop up one of these days, innit? I think she's mad, sort of, school run and hospital and just, then back to hospital. I don't know, but shouts out to her anyway. You are so childish. You're racist, that fucking comment. I was sort of beginning to go with that. Are we getting slightly racist out here? Like, Lynn, come on, leave it now. Do you like bears? Here we go. There are cute. What comments? Good to know. Calling you Greek. Bit arse. Fucking arse, you know what I mean? Because he ain't Greek. It's so my cousin. True. Anyway, guys, for fuck's sake. You fucking idiot. Give up. You'll never defeat me. Because there can be only one! Highlander! I'm Yui McClan from the clan UE. Then she invited him to say something different, and then he went and done that. Shit. Right, let's get into the comments. Right. Right, Rabbit, good evening. Oh God, here she goes. Doesn't matter, honey girl. All races and countries are equal in my eyes. Exactly, my brother. There you go. With your Greek, Turkish, Kurdish. Do you know what I mean? Let's have it right. Ramsdale call. This must be for Brentford. It is for Brentford. I see it at the bottom. Right. Ramsdale, Poland, Emil, Reese, George, and Wari type team against Brentford. Has to be for me, bruv. In fact, Ramsdale, Tommy, Jacob left back. Fuck knows what you're going to do at centre back. Bring on any in at centre back. I mean, deadly serious. And Ben White, just because he's an orange. And midfield, Enwari, Jorginho, even though he should never play for the club again. Just ahead of them, Vieira. On the left, if God willing, Trossard or Martinelli, as they've had a little breather for the last couple of minutes. On the right, Nelson, and up front, you put the little shitbag and Ketia, because I don't like him, and that's the competition he's good for, a shit cunt competition. So, guys, let's do that again. I would go Ramsdale in goal, Jacob at right back, the Pole at left back. No, I wouldn't. Bang, let's... Ooh. Ramsdale in goal. Toney at right back. Is it Reece Waters, that kid, at left back? Jacob in the centre. El Neni in the centre. Dead serious. Jorginho and Wari in the centre midfielder. Vieira just ahead of them. Reece Nelson on the left. Couple of Reeses in the team. Shouts out. Left wing. Trossard or Martinelli. Up front, the little shitbag and Ketia. That is my team for Brentford. No! I've done it again wrong. Fuck you, White Rabbit. Ramsdale goal. Tommy at right back. Reece Waters at left back. Jacob El Neni centre back. Jorginho and Wari centre midfield. Vieira just ahead of them. Left wing, Dewberry. Right wing, Nelson. Up front, little cunt in Ketia. And then I'd have a couple of decent players on the bench. Like if Martinelli Trossard can make it, brilliant. Skelly from the youth. Souza, if he's still knocking around the left back, I do believe he is. He didn't go out on loan. I haven't put Emil Smith-Rowe in, have I? Bollocks. Vieira, you've pissed me off, innit? So, fuck off. Vieira, bench. Emil Smith-Rowe attacking mid. So sorry, people, just to confirm. I'm a classic. Ramsdale, Tommy, Waters, Jacob, El Neni, Anwari, Jorginho, Emil Smith-Rowe, the midfield three. Reece Nelson right. Dewberry left. Nketiah up front. I want to know how good Dewberry is. Pep Guardiola wants him. If he's good enough for Pep, he's good enough to start for me at away Brentford. Bollocks. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. If he's good enough for Guardiola, and Guardiola is chasing this guy, yeah? Mark my fucking words. I'm never wrong. Guys, I've got to get into the football news of today because there's fucking bundles. And players that I'm watching are already been linked to the club. Obviously, we know it means little. Osman Diamonde, Antonio Nusa, Club Brugge. There's a couple of good little kids in the Reading Academy right now. There's footballers everywhere, man. And seriously, I'm looking at loads of them thinking, that works at Arsenal, that works at Arsenal, that works at Arsenal, that works at Arsenal. So that means we've still got problems. What makes this a team that challenges Man City? If we could get the next two windows right, January, say if we could spend 70, 80, 90 mil, God willing, and then the next summer window. In that, clearly we need to know if Ramsdale's gone, cashing in on him style, 50, 60 mil, a decent replacement. You hold 30 mil for further buying Osman Diamonde in central defence. We're badly short of defenders now. And it's going to tell. We are going to need a left back because remember, Timber, fuck me, that prick that looks orange can battle at right back when Timber is back fit. Maybe Tommy can get sold at some time, but Zinni and then another left back battle at left back. Saliba, Gabriel, Osman Diamonde, who I want, would be battling for the two places at centre back, but we still need another one. I'm not going to say Reece Waters or anything. So there's still a couple of gaps, but Tommy being there and being ever so versatile should maybe hold on to him for a year, maybe give him a 2-year extension. Who knows? We've given shitter cunts in Nketiah, Nelson 2-year extensions, for example. Guys, I've got so much news to get into, so I'm going to try and speed this up a little bit. Shouts out to White Rabbit, everyone in this stream. Shouts out to Joe Montana, Linda, Yui, of course. No, Linda, it's not like that. Was it nice? Corfu is nice. Yeah. I've been Turkey and to Greece. Right. What are you hearing on Toney? I'm hearing we're actually interested, bruvs. We're not £80 million interested. Word on road is we are sort of gathering, preparing, whichever way you like to say at Arsenal Football Club. We're gathering and preparing and watching what other clubs are doing, mainly Chelsea at this second. But is Pochettino going to even be in charge there in January? So I don't know if Chelsea are going to be a serious contender for him, even though it is Arsenal's and Chelsea's name mostly been linked. Where he said he was a Liverpool fan when he was a kid on that interview, which I'm sure you've seen, Liverpool are being mentioned. If Arsenal wanted him, I think Arsenal want him. If Arsenal get him at this moment, it's going to be money. 50 million, Arsenal probably take him. 80 million, Arsenal won't go near him, in my opinion. At 80 million, I don't think I would really want Arsenal to go near him. I'm not so sure. But then again, look at what I'm screaming about Eddie Nketiah. We need something, bruvs. I just don't think he's the guy, but I take him over Eddie Nketiah all day long. Let him battle the fuck with Jesus. It makes us a better team, most definitely. Guys, please hit the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Good question, White Rabbit. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I want more just like that. So let's be aiming the questions at me this evening, guys. I've got a couple of questions I want to run on you. What have we learned from the start of the season so far, guys? Serious question. What have we learned? Personally, I've learned Havertz is never going to be a central midfielder, ever. Not for any club. Not in Germany, not in Italy, not in Spain, and certainly never in the Premier League. That's something I've genuinely learned from this season and the opening parts of the season. Are we happy with Raya so far, guys? 3 games in, 2 goals conceded in 3. Both of them coming today in North London derby. Guys, yes or no answers. Are we happy with David Raya? What is most important in January? I'd love names aimed at me, but you don't have to aim names at me. You could just tell me, Dan, we need a left back, we need a striker. Dan, we need a central mid and a winger. I believe we need all 4 of them positions, but we're so close to them being world beaters, as they would say. Havertz, Vieira, Nketiah. Does players like that win titles at Arsenal Football Club? Does Arsenal win football clubs with players like that, actually? So let's ask it like that. Does Arsenal Football Club win players with Havertz, Nketiah, Vieira, Nelson? Back to what UE said. He said, I'm going to go back to it. He said, I'll find it. He said today, and I'm going to click this one more time. Today, we had on the pitch Jorginho, Havertz, Emil Smith-Rowe, and Nketiah all at the same time in a North London derby. That there is a lot of food for thought, guys. Guys, do be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. We are already 41 minutes in, which means I'm fucking enjoying myself on the stream, even though it's been a disaster of a result. Hold on. I've gone past, so I'm pretty behind the comments. I've been Turkey, Greece. Right, I've seen that. Right, Corfu. I always wanted to go. We're in Athens. A friend of mine used to live there, but passed away a while ago. Damn, sorry to hear that, man. Damn, yeah. It's Toney worse than Brighton. Okay. Rabbit, do you think we want him? Yeah, what do you think, Rabbit? Do you think we want him? Do you think we need him? Thanks, you. Cancer is such a terrible illness. It certainly is, man. I got told personal terms were done, and he's here now, if not for the ban, mate. Right, I'm never going to go that far, guys. No way, because he wasn't one of the first marquee signings at the start of the season. Even though, yeah, there was a ban in place. But, yeah, we went out, we done Havertz. Like, no, you'd have left money behind for him. I'm not so sure, guys. What's your opinions? There you go. There is White Rabbit. Shout out to you, my brother. I don't see it being like that. I see if Arsenal got offered the guy at 50-55 million in January, I think we take up that option. Depends who bids. If the Chelsea's, if the Liverpool's come in, my brother. And of course, the eventual fee. I'd love us to sign Ivan Toney. It'd be perfect Vardy replacement. Obviously, not stating the obvious. We'll have to get back into being a Premier League team first. Even then, I still don't think he would join you off, but that's just because sometimes players they believe in their own hype perhaps too much, brother. Especially one like Toney, I do believe he's punching above his weight. But anyway, nevertheless, there you go. You be interesting, bro. How do you get this info? It is interesting. Personally, I'm not going with it though, Yuri. I don't believe nothing. No, not at all. Do I honestly think we'll get Ivan Toney in January? No. And that will be the proof in the pudding. Because if we want him, we'll grab him in January then. At the time of when you're a little bit ring rusty, your price has to have dropped 10, 20 mil just because you're a little fucking, I was going to say drugs tree, but you're in a drugs tree. A little betting thieving bastard. A little betting scam bastard that bets against your own club. Fuck him. To watch what? Match of the bastard day. Shadows for racist. Them pets are racist in the village, bro. They don't even like me, so I wear hats and things. I'm telling you. My brother works for Stella at UE. Been with Barrett since the cold days. Laugh at that, sorry, been with Barrett since the cold days. Interesting. I used to work for base. On first, can you and Manny gonna watch along for the cup game? I need to tell him something. No problem. I can see what I can do. Manny likes Danny, I reckon. How long ago you eat? Potch gone by Christmas? Yes. Who the fuck comes in at Chelsea though, guys? Like that there is going to be hella interesting. Let me drag into these comments because I've got a lot of news. Some of it I think is pretty key, bit interesting. So, yep, we'll run into the news of today. A little bit of Premier League news, Arsenal news mainly. A couple of people that I'm looking at for myself that I like, that I would like in January. And most of them have got young numbers to their names, young ages, young numbers around. They've been their ages are young numbers, for fuck's sakes. But it goes. You then went independent. Go on. Interesting. You're still in the game now. Huey's always in the game. Why are we still talking about? All right. You seen Ramsdale dad beefing Cara on Twitter? No. I haven't, bros. I haven't been that active, I have to say, the whole social media game, bros. I'm terrible. I get a fucking live out 10 minutes before and shit like that. I'm being terrible, bros, I have to say. It's not racist, woman. Got a few links. I went Qatar World Cup as a FIFA guest. Asked Danny. Most definitely, bros. Seen all the videos. 100%, bros. It's an absolute 100. So, yes, Huey's always in the game, bros. Huey's in the game. No, we don't. We love their women. Early day, one time from Grace. You should get back to it, Huey. To be a guest of honor, it shows you were well respected in this game. Most definitely, couldn't agree more. I've heard Toney and Pedro Neto scouters at the game yesterday. Shit. And everyone, Pedro, I don't like him, bro. He's all right. He has little spitsy spells at Wolves in a game, like 7, 8, 9 minutes where he looks blinding, then he's shit for the rest of the game. No, I don't like him. First things first with him, I'm going to put in he's inconsistent. That's the first thing I'm going to say about him. The motherfucker is inconsistent. He's a gentleman and a scholar, is our Huey. A gentleman and a scholar, I say. Are you sure it was a female? Also, who? Main conflicts we've looked at. Yeah, I don't know. Not really. Yeah, I've read something about him. Don't fucking have no idea who he is, bros. And that's good to catch me out, bros. Oh, I mean, and it would have never worked. Right, wild that we cleared out so many deadwood, but still have Cedric, Georgie, Havertz, yeah, Chelsea bums here. It certainly is, bros. There's a couple more that's inevitably going to have to go in it. Is Emil Smith Rowe going to be ever making the grade? Is Vieira going to be good enough? I would like to see Dewberry. Our Mario, Corsia Dewberry. I'd like to see him. I would like to see Anwari. Even 20 minutes of Skelly against Brentford. Who gives a fuck if we go out, man? Let's get these boys in the team, man. Because if these guys wasn't Man City, why is this team not working? If these boys was at Man City, any of them, I'm not saying they're going to be regulars, but if they're as good as Anwari, I think he gets a minute or a few minutes for Man City right now. Because you've got 10 world-class players around you, And I think a young player can embrace that. You know what I mean? Go forward. There's somebody at the door. There's somebody at the door. Watch me open the door. I know it's WB. Fucking wasn't WB. I'd say it's fucking clip someone out that fucking door. Let's wrapping everyone up real quick. Need to get into these comments and not finish them, you know what I mean? And then get into some very, as I said, some questions I want to ask you guys. I'd like some answers. I know sometimes it's sporadic, we all answer at different times. But what have we learned seriously so far this season? Honestly, I've learned Arteta's still got that sort of silly mistake in him. He can delay on making, for me, what would be an obvious substitution at wrong times. Havertz, massive mistake as in money. Havertz, not a central midfielder. How happy are we with Raya? Do you keep him as your personal choice? Is he your number one going forward at Arsenal now, guys? What is the most important positions? Like if I said we had to, there's 4 key positions to fill, in my opinion. Central defence, left back, central midfield, winger, striker. Sorry, 5 positions. What is the most, if we could attack 2 of them in January, what would be the most important? Do you know what I mean? What would be the 2 that you would attack immediately? And any other questions? And is it time to play Enwari, Lewis Skelly, and people like Omari and Corsia Dewberry in the upcoming Caravan Cup game against Leicester? Shout out to all the real ones. Do be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribe if you're new. WB went to the shop about an hour and a half ago. How was it? Like, you all right?
I got lost.
You clearly along, or you're hobbling, but yeah.
I got lost. Went left to the right.
Huh. I see. Left and to the right must have been interesting, I suppose. Guys, I'm going to wrap this up somewhere along the line. I want to get into this news. People like Patino's, Kiddo Taylor Hearts, a little bit of Loan Watch as well. Does anyone give a fuck about the, I don't know, the 18, 19 players who've got on loan? Is any of them ever going to make the grade? Are they all on loan because they're shit? Are they all on loan learning something, doing something? That's why we didn't get a striker. I think, hold on, without the ban, 50 million and Eddie. Without the ban, 50 million and Eddie. That's fucking interesting. All right. What about with the fucking ban then? Would you rate this little bastard out now? That's not me sort of like giving it to you. Go on. So, all right. What do you reckon this geezer could be took for? Would you take Ivan Toney, yes or no?
No.
See, I say no as well, bros. But I'm done with Eddie and Nketiah. If I thought I could get that little cunt out of my club, even for Ivan Toney, I'll fucking do it, bros. Yeah. I'm done. But fam, 16 goals. 6 bros. Do you know Haaland? And I know you shouldn't compare people to Haaland, bro.
Haaland done that in that 5 days.
Yeah, exactly. This geezer's been in fucking 6 years. 6 seasons he's been trying to fucking score them 16 goals, a little cunt. So yeah, I'm done with Eddie, and I do that. So what do you think, P Rabbit, White Rabbit? What do you get Ivan Toney for now being a cunt that bets against his own team? Because I don't trust him for that, to be honest with you. I don't actually like his personality. Right, another thing that... Oh, let's do it over here. Another thing that has just come into my mind. Why was Luca and his sources in here last night saying Trossard was fit? Because he's always wrong, and would you come back to the same stream that you're always wrong on? You always claim you have sources. I always tell him at that time, well, do you know what? Like, do you know what? Sometimes when I don't know, I'll just go against him. Like I did last night, I was like, right, if that's what you're saying, he's now back on fit for me. Do you know what I mean? If you remember, I think I said something like that. If you're saying he's on fit, I say he's fit. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people read Twitter and that, bros. You know what I mean? I'm going to be honest with you. That's no disrespect to him, his network, his channel, or his anyway, whatever. Listen, end of the evening, end of the day, innit? Like a lot of people, you can tell they read gossip columns, they read Twitters. Really, did they know about Antonio Nusa? Did they know about Osman Diamondes? Did they know about that Vitello kid from Gremio who actually then fucked off to Russia? Who he was actually saying in an interview in Russia the other day that Arsenal never bid for me. Like I actually did hope to play in the Premier League, and that will be my next move. I'm going to the Premier fucking League one way or another. Like, no way to tell the Russians I'm pissed to be out here. Do you know what I mean? At Dynamo Moscow, is he at? Yeah, Dynamo Moscow. He says he'll be on his way to the Premier League soon, and it's stepping stone. I like 2 kids that I was talking about, Vickers, and one was called Tyler something at Reading the other day. They've also got Robbie Savage's son. Don't know if he's ever going to make it. Got kind of turfed by Man United, and I think he's about a scorer already. And I'm not saying 20 is too old to make it a Premier League club, but when you're 20 and fucking around at Reading, I don't know. Paul Ince has done that. Not Paul Ince. Tom Ince done that most of his career, no? The little prick. And I actually thought when I first glimpsed eyes on this Paul Ince, was it a Blackpool perhaps? I thought he was going to be a decent little winger, that little shit cunt. Do you know what I mean? Especially the governor, as your dad. Do you know what I mean? Linda, you can sink your claws into me any day. Phil, you are Charlie in disguise. Are you Charlie in disguise? Interesting. Interesting. Hold on. Bannett was the agent that got banned. Hold on, because of the secret. Oh, hold on. The secret code deal. Danny, if you remember, now he's Tony's agent. Shit. That makes it double wrong, to be honest with you, bros. And that it slightly rang a bell when you said it, bro. In fact, it didn't. Now that you're saying it, that cunt Barnett, sorry, I'm going to say Barrett Barnett. Yeah, it was Barnett, innit? Sort of, yes. Obviously, I remember the situation, brother, more than the actual agent involved. I remember the situation fucking like it was yesterday. The bastard involved, not really. Didn't really sit down and have a cup of tea with him, ever, to be honest with you, and talk, have a good little chinwag regarding football. Hold on, I bet we draw 2-2 with Spurs. That would.
That was like 20 minutes ago.
Wow, seriously, am I that far behind?
Yeah.
Wow, right. Do you like Charlie? Big up my mate WB. You good, bro? That's from Yui as well. You can shout anything, B. No to both types of Charlies. Arsenal match of the day. Goodbye. Bollocks, Linda. I know something better you could be watching. Trying to speed it up. Sorry, it wasn't a guest of honor. Not that far. Just a few FIFA tickets. Emil Smith wrote, too bothered about the shagging of Gal than his career. Possibly, bro. It appears something's hit a fucking. It'll come out that he's got a bad attitude, like Guendouzi, White Saliba had to go on loan for some years. It'll just come out he's got a bad attitude, and none of us will actually really know. I heard he's been messing with women, and Lego Man exiled him months ago. Truth is coming out. Damn.
Who's this?
Emil Smith Road. He's been pretty cocky about this, has he's been whipping that cocky about. So why don't you look at my Emil? Have a look at my Emil. Bit of a meal in my Emil. Which I've learned in our squad isn't as deep as people think it is. Yep. Mini injury crisis, no as Zaka replacement and no striker. Abso-fucking-lutely, White Rabbit. Abso-fucking-lutely. And I have to admit, like, as much as I want a striker as well, I still see so many key areas. I want this Osman Diamonde before some other bastards take him in. Nusa does look an interesting player, but I haven't seen him live, so I don't want to scream about someone I actually haven't watched live, though. You build small teams and then you come up against anyone decent and then you crumble. Interesting. 6 to 8 hybrid and striker, 100% Danny. Most definitely. That'll do. That'll do me, son. Something will do me. I'm telling you. Anything in January more positive than, I'm sorry to say, the Trossard Jacob Jorginho of last January, and I'm fucking down, innit? Big up to Unai Emery also. Most definitely, bros. Unai doing his thing at Villa. I'm hearing reports from Villa that they are this close to being done with Leon Bailey. Don't know what's happened there. I know he's missed a few games. I know he's been a bit injury prone. I believe basically with the injuries, I believe with a couple of the youth kids coming through and looking good, I believe with the good start to his career there, the Bayer Leverkusen kind, what's it, Diaby, I believe it's kind of not really all helped Leon Bailey. But with his speed, he started all right. He's got 10 goals in 61 at Villa, which ain't nothing crazy, but this is some Jamaican dude that played in Germany. Like, what do you expect to come to the fucking Premier League and do? What, magic? Like, wasn't going to happen. and are all on the loan because they are dead, except from Patino. Pretty much. When I actually looked at our loan list today, bros, for instance, where is it? Where have I written it down? Lokonga. Sorry, no, that's fucking you can't. Yeah, Lokonga is on loan. Lokonga, Marquinhos, Palo Odieji, Patino, Salah, Edim, Mika Beref, Kido, Taylor Hart. Like, is any of these cunts actually going to make the grade? But I'm going to start looking closely at what these boys are up to. Marquinhos, I know, hasn't started the last couple for Nantes in France. I know Taylor Hart made his debut for the mighty Bromley the other day. Like, fuck me, he ain't going to be playing Premier League football, is he? If he's starring for Bromley the other night. With all respect for him, Bromley, you know. Stephen, where did Bromley go?
Bromley.
Cheers, Stephen. With the ban, maximum £60 million. I take him at £60 million, bros. I think there's a good enough and productive enough striker in there. 25 years old, not bad. Yeah, I take that at 60 mil. If you want to broker a deal with me, son, you know what I mean? I take that. We did not sign. Why did we not sign Basuma the same summer we bought Lokonga? 25 mil or 70.5 for Lokonga? 70.5 for Lokonga, 25 million for Boss Uma. Some things are easier said than done. We went with the slightly younger option. The guy that looked to have the talent, that wonderful pass, chipping over defenders. No, just not a Premier League player, I think, man. Another very tough one, mate. Right, where are we now? We'll end up loving Toney, 20 Premier League goals a season, hold up play, naughty at penalties, laugh out loud, he's golden. And he does take a lovely little free kick as well. See, that is the element I like of Toney. Was it you or someone else the other night? It wasn't you. I did ask the other day, out of the 20 he got last season, how many was from open play? It ended up being 12. 6 were penalties and 2 were free kicks. So, yeah, 6 penalties. Okay, fair enough. He's converted all his penalties. 2 free kicks, 2 direct free kicks. They're both nice. I actually do remember them both. And 12 from open at normal play. One of them been a stunner from, I remember, outside the box. Done a little shimmy turn. Was that against Liverpool? And then chipped it over the goalkeeper. That there was quite a stunning goal. When, I suppose, all eyes were becoming to at least notice Ivan Toney is his striker at Brentford. Could even do a 4-4-2 with Toney. Yeah, and Jesus. No. In my opinion. I'll read that in a second. You see this bastard, even though it didn't really work today, but I haven't seen today's game. And do you know what? I'm going to have to flick over and start finding today's game because they are going to have to start showing it to me. And I'll have to start bouncing out of this stream. It's Villa. Who did Villa play, Stephen? Chelsea.
Yeah.
Fuck me, we must be next. Does it say it on there?
No.
It doesn't. It says it goes into fucking Championship next. Don't fuck me about. No, I'm looking at you. Arsenal next. 11:30. Guys, we've got 25 minutes maybe. And then I'm out the game because Sky are going to repeat this for me because they're lovely like that at 11:30. So shout out to Sky for being cunts, boring and overly repeating things. Lovely, 11:30 for me. Goals were good. I'll find out at 11:30. Thank you, my darling. Yeah, my brother works for Sheila Barnett's agency. Have done since 2005. Give me a job there, bros. Let me have a little sneaky little look at things. I don't mind. I'll pretend I'm on work experience. I'll turn up in a shirt and tie like a kid, like I'm on work experience. Drop the hat, you know what I mean? So, hello, mate. Yeah, fucking here for a bit of work experience. You can. You all right? There's too much horny talk on here. I love outfield. I'm not complaining. I want Ronaldo. He's so good. Oh, that Redondo kid. Oh, why hasn't he made it out of wherever he is at 20 years old, bros? Why hasn't he made it out of Argentina, I do believe, at 20 years old? Like, why hasn't he had no takers? What is his record? Goals, careers, minutes, etc. I've heard he's burst onto the scene in 3 games. Like, I really shit myself when someone bursts onto the scene in 3 games. But I wouldn't rule it out, bros. But I just think if you want to talk young people, 20 years old, let's go Antonio Nusa, 17. Let's go Osman Diamonde, 19. I'm still sort of monitoring that Rafael Leo. I know he just signed a new 4-year deal at AC Milan, but that's a piece of shit. He's coming Premier League soon. He's 24 though. I thought he might have been a couple of years younger, that Rafael Leo. Young players that I've been watching recently. Oh, fuck. I had a whole host of them when I written down. Of very, very good up and coming. I'll do this for you tomorrow, White Rabbit, if you're about the place. But there is a lot of young talent everywhere, bros. All over the fucking gaff. Villa got some good kids coming through. That young winger is gold. Exactly. And that's why I reckon Leon Bailey could be on his way out as soon as January. Been deadly serious on that. Now all I'm off. I'm trying to definitely finish these comments. John McGinn. What about him? That would have been a better signing, John McGinn. Yeah, Ward Prowse would have been a better signing for us than Havertz, bros. Tony battered City, remember, put us top before the World Cup. Can't remember it, but obviously I take your lovely word for it, my brother. The football club are going to be the end of me. Annoying me so much. They're not going to be the end of you, bruds. Arsenal are like cheating girlfriends, isn't it? They fuck some other geezer, but you're still got. Oh, no, I'm not going to say I'd take a cheating bird back, but I don't know. I've had so many politicals with birds, and that's what Arsenal's like, a fucking silly little cunt of a bird. Sorry, what was this? That's football for you, John. It'll make you laugh and cry. It certainly will, bruvs. Work experience, Danny. We need that live stream. Yeah, most definitely. Why not? Why not? I'll strap a little GoPro to me. Hello, mate. Yeah. So which cunt done that deal for Havertz then? Cunt. Must feel like a right little mug. Bruvs, let's strap a GoPro to me. I swear to God, we'll get Jean RB because he's a gifted editor and video maker. We'll get him to edit it up. It's not a problem. I've been talking to WB about unleashing myself on road, literally jumping into the German engineerings. And I do love calling the car the German engineerings for some reason because I keep almost saying the name and then come off with German engineerings. But the German engineerings, the German whip, as they say, yeah, whipping, German style. But yeah, straight to the point. Just a fucked up shit I say to that. I'll drive up to a bird. Hello, darling. Have you ever heard of Stokey High Street? Stokey High Street? Yeah, this is it. Well, right here, right where I'm at. Well, you fucking, I don't know, just dumb shit that I do. Drive up to a heavy gaze. Hello, mate. Want a gear? Done. What was that, mate? I said, you want a bit of the old Cheney stuff? Come here. And then drive off. Yeah, I've done that, bruv. I've done it in a manner. I do all sorts of fucked up shit. But I've got a GoPro. I've got to record it one day, seriously. Just sort of run up someone. Wait, mate. You ain't looking for Derek? Drive up to a corner that's blatantly waiting for their DD. Yeah, we all know what a DD is. Drive up to someone that's on the corner waiting for their DD. Hey, mate, you said he's not coming. Come over to this car. See? See how many cunts approach the vehicle. The German whipping. Right? I swear to God, what do you think? Yeah. Just drive up to someone. You can't say the name, she'll fuck it. Hey, mate, he's not coming. Come in. Hey, mate, he's not coming. Just go from there and see if it works. Hey, mate, he sent me. That's it. Hey, mate, he sent me. Why do I got this on me? Oh, shit. I'm too much. I'm too much for a character even for me. He turned down and moved to PSG. Who did? That Redondo. We're talking the geezer that had the he's got a dad. I know he's got a dad, bruvs, but his dad was a famous RG footballer, clearly. I do know who you're talking about, this kid, bruvs. He's been on my radar for a month or two. I'm not going to lie. Like, I've sort of heard about him, seen a couple of clips, and then thought, I don't know, why are you 20 and you're not made out of Argentina? Fuck yeah. There's a lot more people closer to home that I'd go for, straight talking. But anyway, he turned down and moved to PSG. That's good, because he wouldn't have played. This summer, his dad said he's not ready for Europe yet, but want to watch Redondo. He'll be better than his dad. Possibly, bruvs. Very possibly. You're not the only person talking about this guy, bruvs. I've told someone to fuck himself over him as well. I could be wrong on it. You know what I mean? Do it, bro. You should do IRL streams. Just bapping about. Yeah, bruvs. Why not? You know what I mean? You'll blow up. If you had to do that, let's create another channel for vlogs, reaction videos, cooking videos, etc. Possibly. Definitely do something, mate. Just come up to pubs. I'd come up to people doing stupidness. The ones waiting on like the corner of Hackney, you know what I mean? Mayor Street, next to the train station. Wait, Tyler said he can't come. Winston said he's not bad. Wait, come here. Draw him to the car. Have a little badger. Mate, my fucking police officer, get on you, get your fucking hands on him. See if the people either run, shit themselves, or just say sorry and put their hands like that. I'll be in a hostel t-shirt and everything. Mate, my police officer, fucking law. There's something in this. I'm on to what are you out for this?
We'll just rob everyone off the shit.
Yeah, why would I say rob everyone? Mate, pull in, you cunt! Woo! My name's Danny McClan of the Policeman McCloud. Guys, very, very, very quickly and briefly, Rice back injury. These contend to be about 2 weeks, guys. Hopefully we'll know tomorrow. Trossard, Martinelli, again, hopefully tomorrow. Arsenal, Tottenham, PSG will all go to war for Osman Diamonde come January. Not so sure about that. Antonio Nusa, has he in fact got a £35 million release clause from Club Brugge? Aaron Hickey, yes, believe it or not, the left and right back, Scotland, Brentford. He's been linked with Arsenal and Liverpool. They're not going to want to lose Toney and Aaron Hickey, but I'm hearing Aaron Hickey is getting attention of up to the tune of £50 million. Arsenal, Man City, and Liverpool all looking at the young Scottish international Aaron Hickey. Is he better than KT? Like, this is the madness. Like, we get rid of KT to bring the Scottish fullback. That was at Aberdeen, went shortly to Italy, then back to Brentford or to Brentford. I don't know. Guys, we'll talk about this more tomorrow because time has already slipped us. Norton, Coffey, Rekic, I can't remember all their names. Mark Quinos, there's a few I've got written down. Lokonga, who's at Palace. Mika Berev, Patino, Kido Taylor Hart, Butler or Odieji, or whatever his name is, Nathan Butler Odieji, something like that. Are these cunts all just shit? Will any of them even get us like £1 million in fucking fees? Or should we just fuck them all off and start again in the academy? Seriously, Ivan Toney, Arsenal and Chelsea are waiting to hear back from Brentford. Word on road is Arsenal and Chelsea are preparing £50 million bids. Dusan Vlahovic does appear, I've seen Juventus a couple of times this season, slowly but surely seems to be hitting form for Juventus. Word on road is £70 million would still get you Dusan. Pep Guardiola wants a Mario Duberry. I've spoke about this already. I'm not going to get into it too much now. Anwari is wanted by the country, Nigeria. I've heard they would want him to play in some young tournament and then they would promote him straight to the whatever for the African nations, allegedly. But we'll keep an eye on this over the next coming days. And Wari been courted by Nigeria and been offered a fast track, let's say, to international football. This kid is so good. And believe me, he's so good. I think he won't be rushed or forced or pressured into making a fast decision, whether it's at Arsenal or internationally. Guys, I've already asked a question. No one seemed to answer it, so fuck you all on that one. But what have we learned so far this season? Are you happy with Rhea going forward over Ramsdale? Havertz, like, should we just fucking sell him now? Tell him to sit on the bench? What do we do? A little bit of Premier League news, guys. Hugo Nketiah. He is the PSG forward. He's 21 years old. Was all the rage in France a year and a half ago. PSG took him, never played him, and now he seems that it's already that he could be on his way to either Crystal Palace or West Ham United. But there is teams in Italy keeping an eye on this situation. Federico Chiesa, Dusan Vlahovic. Rumours are still saying Juventus, I'm not going to say fire sell, but I'm ready to sell some forward line players. Have they got a few coming through the youth in Italia, or are they just broke? This kid was linked to Arsenal last week, but he appears to be linked with Liverpool, Chelsea, and Newcastle mainly today. Gabriel Mascada. He is 17. He plays for Corinthians. He's a central midfielder. From everything I'm hearing, looks pretty shit hot, but could this be another Bitelli that goes to Dynamo Moscow, etc.? What's this? Bruno Guimaraes has been offered a new deal by Newcastle. They know Liverpool, Real Madrid, Manchester City, Barcelona, PSG are all looking at their Brazilian international. Palace, as I've already said, reckon they can do a deal now for Hugo Nketiah. Brighton are going to have money to spend this January. This probably has a lot to do with the £115 million they received for Moses Caicedo. Leon Bailey looks like he could be on his way out of Aston Villa. And, that was something that this guy was telling me. Ajax game was called off today. I believe they were 3-0 down. And then the Ajax fans went kind of berserk and started kicking shits out of the stadium. Were they home and away? At home. So they started levering the fuck out of glass. Complexes started getting smashed up. Police was fucking throwing tear gas all over the gaff, but I haven't heard that much about it. And if it was really mad, I'd imagine Sky and everyone would have been all over. But then again, my Sky did go down today for a little while. Right, into the comments for the last few, and then I'm out the building. Guys, thank you for your eyes and your ears once again this evening. You've all been superheroes, especially after the disaster of today's fucking stream. Would 100% watch it. And if you do it on Kick, you can get away with anything. Yeah? 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 Kick, you know about Kick? Alright, cool. I'll get to know about Kick because I like a social media network that I can get away with anything. Even music, having a beat in the background. Some people want to start copyrighting you, do you know what I mean? Sky, Twitter. Anyway, what's Silent Stan doing in the background? Silent Stan, what are you doing in the background?
Being silent.
Being silent. Interesting. Brilliant answer. Fucking brilliant question. Shitty answer. Or vice versa. I don't know. YouTube will take you down, but Kick is the one for streams. Interesting. You should apply for Big Brother. No, bros. Imagine me not being able to do this for 4 weeks. Fuck off. Bros, if they said I could bring in a few of these, this actually is a full. I shouldn't have said it, should I? You could imagine, no, it ain't your everyday one. So, if I could roll with a bundle of these, all different flavour, all different flavoured up, yeah, I might be able to work with something. It'll stress me the fuck out, but I could work with these because they're not you don't walk into the shop and buy these ones. These ones are handmade by my pal and his missus possibly. So, and they're fucking banging. So you know what I mean? They cost a little more or a lot more, but they're fucking lovely. And there's times even me when I can't smoke because like if you was literally standing next to a police officer, even though I wouldn't. Me and WP, if I just walked across the road, like, fuck him, what's he gonna do? If he walks towards us, we run. He's fat, bruv. Look at him. Today I tried to get him to get out of the car. He was like, I've got a spliffer, man. You've got something down there. You've got a spliffer. And I was like, so? Can we just run into Tesco quickly? What did you say?
Go park somewhere else.
Go park somewhere else, would you? There's fucking police everywhere. I said, fuck them. But it would have been the day when I said, fuck them. I had that attitude. I went and got myself a fucking nick. Do you know what I mean? And then no reaction this evening. So probably shouts out to WB on that.
I clearly can't run.
Yeah. WB, the Hopping Master. We're going to make a film in this house tonight. It's going to be called The Hopping Master. Ha! Guys, who saw that poor cunt get the shit kicked out of him for 4 rounds? Especially round 2 and round 4. Mate, the beating was so... I felt for him, man. I hope he's made enough money, which obviously he's richer than me, so... I'm not saying I'm rich, but he's richer than probably everyone in this block. I forgot his name. Who got the shit kicked out of Joe Joyce? Just retire, bro. You're not a boxer, innit? Go and invest in a couple of kilos of this, a bit of that, bit of that, bit of sugar, bit of spice, you know what I mean? And run and handle the rest of your life. You're just not a boxer, bros. I think I'll go. Bros, give me some peas. I'll jump into the ring with you, you big cunt. Seriously. Fuck it, I'll run up to you and fucking murk you on. Bang! In your bollocks, bros. Go on, you big cunt. Do you know what I mean? Bollocks. Interesting and worry. His dad's a proper uncle to his lad, so got a good chance. Got a proper uncle too, so he's got a good chance. Like, yeah, Mistletoe. The guy that once fucked with us as a kind of
Didn't he pocket Everton as well?
That's the not Sheikh. The prick that was on the board, Uzunov and someone else. Uzunov and you're talking the guy. No, man, the guy that just got fucked off at Everton for 777 sports. Yeah, Ajax at Mistletoe today. Apparently, it's all kicking off there. Fuck. Not for the beef, but I'd love to be an Ajax, especially if it was a bit hot-headed around there, just blazing up in the fucking gaffs. Fucking having a rather fucking... Go on in! Just say it's medication. And it's subscribed to me. Can't I just go to these? Good evening, Shumar. What's going on, my brother? Medical cocaine. What do you mean you get medical cocaine? What's that? A bit of white fucking something you have a little toot of? Oh, it does something to you. Fucking steady. Or a bit of liquid, like water keeps running, you know. I'll take her out. 4 points dropped, yep. The next league game, bruvs, it's Bournemouth and then it's Man City at home. Will we be 7 points behind Man City after that game? Arteta out, do well, Arteta. Jojo's go invest in a couple of bits. I'm creasing, bro. It's true though, bro. I'm gonna pick up a few bollocks, bro. You're picking it, and I was gonna fuck with you. I'll go out there. Bro, I've got 20s, 50s. I mean, bros. We're doing them 3 5s and 50s. I mean, they're fucking banging one stone. That big eye, and they're banging like that. I don't know, bros. He's not a boxer, is he? Fucking. I'd have a go against. I'm not saying I'm gonna win. Fuck me, I'd have a go, bros. Like, there was no defense last night. He was so fucking lethargically slow. In fact, looking in his eyes, he lost the fight as he walked in the ring. Simple as. The one trick pony, aka Arteta the Clown. Yes, you have said this for a long time, bro. And yes, on days like this, and that's wrong. A mini injury crisis, and it seems to be going all fucking silly wrong again, brother. Like, it seriously shouldn't and isn't good enough, and shouldn't be good enough. And it ain't acceptable. And there's still super fans talking about progression. Arteta knows, lay off for Havertz. You're a fucking cunt. You don't know what you're talking about. Blah, blah, blah. And my response is this. We don't know what we're talking about. Havertz, cunt. Central midfield. Are you a dickhead? Blow me. Like, Havertz, central midfield. It's never going to work. Like, Jamal, before I go, sorry, bro, I asked a couple of people a few questions today. Like, what have we learned from game 1 to game, 6 where we're at now? In terms of, like, first off, are we happy with the Raya Ramsdale switch? What is the most important positions to strengthen next? If, like, say we need 5 players, for example, central defender, left back, central midfield, winger, striker. If you could fill 2, what is the 2 key ones you will do immediately in January if you had to fill them 5 over the next 2 windows, 5 positions being? I asked, obviously, if you're happy with the Raya switch, what is actually going to go on with Keir Havertz? Like, he is not, bruvs, and we'll be doing this all night long. I could do a 24-hour stream about this cunt because he's such a bastard. Where does Keir cunt Havertz fit into this team? Seriously. He's obviously a creative guy, so number 10 is the role you'd say most probably. While we don't score goals and Nketiah doesn't score for fuck, could you have given him 10 minutes against the fucking Totty today up front? Because again, he's not a central mid fucking fielder. Emil Smith-Rowe, will this poor bastard ever get any minutes? Or will he just be sold and released of his fat duties and putting his cock everywhere, fucking bound Jew self? Do you know what I mean? Madness. Hey, what's your plan for tomorrow, Danny? Do you have to wake up early for work? No. To be honest with you, tomorrow is Monday. So it's leisurely till about 11 a.m, I reckon. Then jump up and do a few bits and pieces and see what we can clean up out of here. Do you know what I mean? So no work scheduled. Do you know what I mean? Half retirement, half resting, half kind of, do you know what I mean? Figuring shit out. So nah, not now. Would you want some WB, mate? I thought he was your mate, Phil. I'll take her out. I said it, man. Not a single game this season is good enough for the Premier League runner-up. Yes, bruvs. Honestly, I've said a lot of our fixtures, performances, honestly, have been madly lacking this season. Why? I couldn't give you even one. Sorry, I couldn't give you even one decent answer. We haven't looked. We haven't had the same continuity, the same end product, the same productivity, the same just like when you know each other. That's, you know what I mean. Just this, we seem further apart than last season for me. And again, Timber would have been a massive help at the defence and an improvement, definitely. But why do I think he'll be playing left back? Was Zinni going to have a central midfield plan this season? Like, I still feel we're missing something. There was something else going to happen. Because the first few games, he was playing him at left back as the king himself, or the one-trick pony as the man himself, the knockout king, Hussein Juma describes him. Guys, please be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribed if you're new. Let's go for another 60 seconds, minute and a half or something. And then let's get out of here. Guys, thanks for your eyes and ears today. Today was an absolute fucking disaster of all times for like everything to just crash and not work. And then WB, I was like, right, grab your bits and let's get in here and watch the game. We're not there then. And his shit didn't work. It was incredible. Like everything went down in one place. I swear to God. I was so close to the stadium. I swear to God, they put a blocker on me. I swear to God. We've learned F4 up until now. The team's been regressed since last season. See, I'm slightly, well, a lot more positive on this because I do see, I see the next two windows. Like, all right, this window, did we fuck it up? Rice, amazing. Timber, probably great, but we're never going to know 10, 15 minutes against Forest. Havertz, piece of shit. Like, that's really like our window down. That could have been 65 million for a central midfielder for me. That could have been a Ward-Prowse and 35 mil on a little striker somewhere from France. I'm sure there's one to find. Yeah, you could have got that Hugo Nkantika for that kind of money, if not or not less from playing PSG, because PSG won't fuck all to do with him. So there is footballers out there. I'm not saying the ones I just named there would have off the highest quality, but better than Keir Havertz. Better than Keir Havertz, though. Who would you have as manager? Interesting question. We've learned that Edu has no clue. Let's go over there regarding positions we miss. Like letting two left backs go, I do honestly think was piss poor. I think you're being mad angry about things, John. I'm usually the first to do that, but again, I do agree with you in a lot of as in. If Zinni drops tomorrow, brubs, and we've let Tavares and Toney go, that's just piss poor management. Like, I'm going to be so fuming. And we done this knowing that Timber was already out of the situation. Like, that there proved to me that you just don't like Tavares. Toney is not the flavour of the month no more. Whatever happened last season, wherever he pissed you off, wherever you lost your trust in him, whatever it is, Arteta, I still feel you're letting the club go a little bit short to slightly massage your ego. You can, because when you clearly decide, even if it is Ramsdale, and I agree with that decision, Arteta, and I fucking fully applaud you. But there's other things I honestly believe straight in my heart, and this is why people like Hussein Juma will be negative, that you don't do for the best of the club. If you was pissed off with Eddie tomorrow, you won't play him from now until January, until you can try and sell him. And then if he's still in the team from January, you just won't play him again, and then you'll devalue him and actively try and sell him the summer after. What I'm saying is, Arteta, really and truly, I'm not saying he doesn't want the best for the club and he doesn't want to have accolades and win loads of individual trophies. What I'm saying is, though, he would blatantly massage his own ego over certain best interests for the club. And I've seen this on over 5 occasions. You know what I mean? Whether it was sending out Sleep on loan too much, Matteo Guendouzi, giving very, 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 very bang average footballers long contracts for what reason? Nketiah, fuck off. Nelson, a 5-year deal, 100 grand a week, fuck off. Havertz, the top earner at the club, possibly now until Erdegaard just pen his deal. On what I hear is 285 basic. Havertz is on 265 basic. Saka, like people said, he was on 300 grand. It's more like 200 grand a week, you know what I mean? Which is still a phenomenal amount of money for a 21-year-old. But obviously, a lot of things are made up on bonuses and commissions and shit out here in football. But yeah, Havertz for a couple of weeks was the highest earner at Arsenal on 265. But we've had days of people on 350. So maybe they thought 265 was fucking nothing. Who knows what they thought. To make Havertz your highest earner, though, even for 20 minutes, it was a ridiculously bad decision on the club. 265 basic, by the way. So with a win, basically he goes up to about 330 a week, Havertz, and I find out astonishing money for a very, very, very normal German motherfucker. Joe Joyce, next Arsenal manager, knockout king, bros. Bringing Bruce Sang like Ange Postecoglou. He's got a lot of experience in the Asian market. Do you know what I mean? Very similar to the route Ange Postecoglou took his old Zang. Zang, man. What do you think? We've learned something's wrong in the training ground. Having all our injured boys hurt in training. We have had it improved for a slight 7-8 months, like last season, basically 9 months, maybe. Whatever you want to say, 6, 7, 8 months, most of the last season until Saliba went down. Yeah, but it shows again, depth needs to be brought in. But we've brought a lot of depth. You can't say all of the 30 players or something Arteta's brought to this club have all been fucking bang on first teamers. There's been a lot of Vieiras. There's been a lot of fucking Lokongas. There's been a lot of Jacobs. There's Havertz himself done no good cunt. Like, do you know what I mean? Look at last January. Wasn't that 3 squad players brought in? No, because they weren't 3 starters for me. Jacob, Trossard, and the little other prick, whoever, Jorginho, fucking biggest cunt of them all. Brazilian or Italian, who knows? Brazilian by name, Italian by fucking now passport and citizenship. Fuck him. Brilliant. I just asked myself. Joe Joyce, manager, and sack off White, assistant manager. Our assistant manager, in the one game they did take charge against Man City, he actually did seem very passionate, very boisterous, and very into what he was doing that day. I did watch him very closely that day. I wouldn't rule him being a manager in the next season or two, honestly. I reckon he's probably all right somehow. I'm not saying Arsenal, no. Don't even know the cunt's name. But I'd say there's a manager in him. I say he's probably a big part of what Arteta is doing there. I can't remember his name at all. I only got to really know him on that Amazon thing. Yeah, not know him, you know what I mean. Recognize, notice. That Amazon Prime bullshit, fucking, you know what I'm talking about, people. Which Arsenal player do you think? Hold on. Which Arsenal player do you think would like a live now? Wilshire's still there, but he's not a player. Wilshire still does liveness. Wilshire is there. So he is the supply route of the changing room. If anyone was having a fucking injury for 6 months, Jack Wilshere does tap him on the shoulder and be like, hey, that's my card. Call me, injury, blah, blah, toots. Do you know what I mean? Injury. Regarding your injury, your leg, I mean, I can give you a bit of other thing as well. Do you know what I mean? You're not getting tested for the next 6 months, are you? Wilshire, supply chain. Emil Smith, right? Easy, that one was. Fuck me, didn't even think about it. If there was a player at Arsenal, at the final whistle, at the end of the season, Stephen, who did we play last game of the season last year? Fuck it, let me think myself. Can't remember. Was it Wolves? Fuck knows. Whoever we played last game of the season, you see him? On the final whistle, bros, Emil Smith Sorry is already on the fucking. Hey, yo, where are you? Is he? What, he's looking green? What, you can't come over, come South London? Yeah, that new car that she's from South. Well, you can't go, no? Yeah, just do me 2 Henrys, isn't it? Straight. I was doing, yeah, both obviously cash bros. I didn't think I'm a mil. You know what I mean? And shit like that, bros. He'll get straight back on it. What are you fucking talking about? As soon as that final whistle's done on the final day of the season, I've heard he's bang on it for fucking 3 weeks. It's like a zombie curtain. That's obviously he's got blind, sorry. Babe, who's that? I think you probably slightly get a point on that one. So Emil Smith Rowe probably grabs it from Jack. Anyone else? Ben White's a fucking mug. He wouldn't even touch two draw of a good joint. I think that might be about it, bros. Emil Smith Rowe is definitely a cheeky little customer, cheeky little laddie. He does try and get a fucking, you know what I mean, score 30 quid off his 3-5, you know what I mean? I know I'm a footballer, but you're taking a piss, mate. So yeah, Jack and Emil have been known to fuck him, you know what I mean, end of the season, or for the next 3 weeks after. I see, Phil, I see. We should really, really try to get Mudrak over Havertz. I still agree with that. No matter how shit he's looked, he's a better footballer than Havertz, bruv, and he'll come to the fruition somewhere, even in 2 or 3 years, and it'll be proved that he's a better player than Havertz, bruv. I would have took him over Havertz, even at the ridiculous 65 million that we spent at Havertz. I'd go to bed, lie down, look at the ceiling this evening, and think to myself, you know what? He's still got time. He's 21. And I know Kira's at 24, but he's been here 3 years and he's shit. I don't know. There just doesn't seem to be the progression thing with him. I'm so pissed, but I am realistic. I said it after the first match of the season. There is no real silverware chances this season. Yeah? Do you think Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool, Man City, bros? What do you think about that for the top 4? No particular order apart from Man City being champions, obviously. Yeah, he's got a new deal sorted as well. Ben White, Zinchenko are next, and then the hat-trick will be Mikel Arteta around Christmas. And that's been kind of reliably told to me as well. So Ben White, Zinchenko next, and then very sharply after them two, Arteta announcement, new deal. So all 3 are probably already done at the club, you know what I mean? I don't know why we delay things. I told you 4 weeks ago Odegaard was done. That was done the other day. So I don't know, maybe give it 4 weeks from now, innit? And see if Zinny and Ben White ain't done. And then follow the king himself, Mikel. Yes, bros, and I'd like to think even with an ego that is as big as a fucking dog on heat, at least have the best of the club in your heart, innit? And as I say, like, you can't tell me Tavares or Tierney was with the best interest of Arsenal in his heart. Fuck you. Unless you're realistically going to play this Reece Waters or that Pablo Sousa up in the reserves, you know what I mean? Because you can't tell me that's for the best of the club then. That is a crock of absolute bollocks. That ain't for the best of the club, getting rid of 2 left-backs. Like, Tavares ain't that bad. I still think there's a football in him, especially going forward. I think we've all noticed this. And are we saying Tierney's that bad? He couldn't have had a run out in Champions League, Caravan Cup, and FA Cup this season. Like, really? Come on. Come on. Wilshire's got the 10. Yeah, I've been hearing this as well, bro. Like, it's fucking banging. Like, and what he does, he brings it down to a little quiet next to the woods where he's from, them little villages. Because I actually hear he's from like one of them quiet little villages, is Jack, innit? And then that distribute. Like, I mean, his name's Jack, innit? He talks to people. He's a lucky chappy. Hello, son. Hello, son. Hello, son. What a couple. I miss Steve Bold. That is fucking random. Stevie Bold. Stevie Bold. He's gone nowhere, but we don't care. Stevie Bold. Stevie Bold. Bro, he never said a word on the bench. When was it? It was after Wenger. Buzz. I remember Steve Bold being very just looking lethargic and bored on Arsenal's bench. It never seemed to work for me. Like, he wasn't an Adams, man. Adams would have been boisterous in a role like them once. Keown would have been boisterous in roles like them. But them guys, the guys that I've always wanted to work for the club, probably like, if you say the Henrys, the Bergkamps, possibly Adams is, not in no managerial, fuck me, no, he's too mad. But Adams could have had some sort of role in this club, surely, do you know what I mean? We do seem to get the nicer guys, the Ray Parlers, the guys that just, do you know what I mean? And then they're a bit nice about the club, the Kevin Campbells, if you like, or something, do you know what I mean? Ian Wright's I never fuck with, I don't know about his opinion sometimes. I love the guy, he's a fucking legend. Talks about bollocks at times, though. 2 anyways. Oh yeah, you've got to make it worthwhile, innit? I'll do 2 of them, innit? Do you know what I mean? If you want to do it, you might what? Just because I want, go on, I'll do 2 of them, innit? How much do I want? 2s each? Alright, go on, innit? I'll drop you a quick score for petrol as well. How long going to be? Yeah, 420, bros, obviously. We all can count around here, son. 420. How long? He'll be bang on. He'll be bang on the Journey's full-time whistle. You done know, bro. Seriously, straight on it. Phone will come out of his socks or something. Like, lean out like this. Yep. You know what time it is, motherfucker. Get them ready, son. Bring around my special little fucking tool. Yeah, the one that you pick it up. Yeah, bring that with you. Yeah, the little gold one. Yeah, it's gold day, end of the season. Cunt. Bring the little gold one. I mean, footballers out here, son. Zaka got linked. Oh, do you know what? I fucking forgot about him. You fuck. But he technically doesn't play for us no more, so I didn't forget about him. I'm fine. But yeah, obviously, sorry, my bad. You are clearly right. Yeah, exactly. I did it. You know, I mean, that's why apparently he had to get pushed out. You know what I mean? Arteta wasn't having it, innit? Like he found out he was making up to 15 grand a week in the changing room. You know what I mean? Like 15 grand a week on top of your wages and everything. That's probably clear profit as well. I mean, like it's not bad just amongst your teammates, bros. This is supply and demand chain. Do you know what I mean? Supply and demand. Jack Wilshere, apparently, yeah. Obviously, I think he grabbed the Albanian link, to be honest with you, bros, because he wasn't going to Switzerland. You know what I mean? Oh, you're so fucking funny. But no, I heard Jack, if anything, when Granit was safe, innit? And he did pass over the Albanian link, innit? So clearly, hence why I did say Jack Wilshere is doing bits at Arsenal now, bros. He's doing fucking bits. Oh, shit. A prime Wenger, 1,000% times better than the clown. Yeah, definitely. Like, he's not a Wenger, bro. So I'm never going to put them on the same kind of statue, pedestal. Never, never, never. Imagine Wenger giving all that money that was spent on Arteta. True, one of the last windows, Wenger did have to spend money, though. He really fucked me personally, and I was fucking so done with him. I would have battered him if I had seen him on the street, I think. When he signed me Granit, that cunt for 34. Stevens in there having a quick two, isn't he? Talking of fucking Jack Wilshere and everything. He was getting too much from Fudge. You know what? Jack Wilshere. He got his thing off Jack, I think, actually. Did you know, obviously, it broke the supply chain at Arsenal and Granit left, didn't it? You know, the Albanian thing, bros. Yeah. I know, I heard man were clucking for about 7-8 days, isn't it? But then, Jack come back from holiday and was like, no, bros, what do you think? I've been Albanian, you cunts. What are you talking about? Fucking Jack, Granit's brother got married, blah, blah, blah. I ended up being the best man because the other geezer got shot. 2-2s I'm here and I got the fucking rocket fuel. Oh, shit. That's how it actually happened. You know what I mean? Best man got shot. All sorts of shit happened out in Albania. God bless them. Do you know what I mean? And Jack Wilshere come back as the plug and the extension. If Arteta, bros, it's done. In no particular order, Zinchenko, White, Arteta. But it probably will be a kind of order like that. Zinchenko, White, Arteta. That's how it goes in terms of contracts at this football club. Yeah, remember I said this, yeah? Everyone, clean your ears out. Listen fucking carefully. Zinchenko, White, Arteta. That's the next 3 deals at the club. I am with you, Jean Arby. I know, bro. If Ben White has any of them Gary Paytons, he'll end up being Ledley Kings. He would be, bro. That Gary Payton would fucking shake him up. But he'll do that to a lot of people. That Gary Payton, bro. So that's a blaze and a half. 15 grand. Just got a mill and little Trossard. Yeah, mate, what little Trossard? Yeah. 15 grand off a mill just Trossard. I know, bros. I know. Like, seriously, he's been cleaning up, bros. So Granit had to go in the end. From what I heard, Arteta caught him. This was around again Amazon Prime, innit? Because everyone is so fucking bored off their nuts, bros. They're all fucking doing tickets fucking all day long. So, yeah, it was that fucking COVID. We're going to blame them first. Granit went to Albania somehow during lockdown and literally come back with fucking 2 fucking cases. And he said they're all footballs. So, yeah, and he cracked on, literally. And Granit cracked on. But he did do the right thing, though. So, yeah, allegedly, if I was to run into Jack, I ain't got his number or anything, but he's got that fucking feel. Do you know what I mean? I will tap Jack on his shoulder on these days. I've got a training ground or something. You know what I mean? He's got that fucking rocket feel. Yeah, bruvs. I mean, and you don't know affiliated. You don't know, bruvs. Yeah, bruvs. I bet he's going to 1830. He's going to Club Ibiza. He's going to drop a bill. And then a magic mushroom. Yeah, the little cunt. He does that as well. I've been told full time, final game of the season, Wolves, whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to Ibiza. I'm going to drop a pill. Wilshire. Let me read it over here. I'm telling you, after a fucking hour and 40 minutes, I fucking can't see them no more. Right, Wilshire, that off his face. He's ready to sign a new deal. Still thinks he's too boy. Yeah, I did hear his story, bruv. Only like at the end of last season, the cunts only come running down in training, full kit, everything, boots on, shining, gleaming, bruv. Like I'm talking, they were fucking polished. And he was like, well, we've got a match on Saturday. Gaffer, we've got a match on Saturday. Obviously, he had to be sent home. Do you know what I mean? Cunt thought he was still playing for the first team. Apparently, he was that flying. He was doing kick-ups and pinging it all over the park, left-footed. Still a decent left-footed, do you know what I mean? Yeah, I heard about that day. He almost got sacked that day, but incidentally. But Granite was going, and do you know what I mean? Things got emotional, and do you know what I mean? Granite ended up staying, and Jack sells tickets. Yes. Lakonga tried it once. I had Tavares fucking that. I only got started. It was more of a spike thing with Tavares. It was bang out of order. I heard it was proper manipulate. Like he literally got spiked in it, and the poor country over home, innit? So I know talking about ending the cunt's Arsenal career, innit? Forest. The American. There was a couple of rumours about Matt Turner obviously doing a few dabblings, do you know what I mean? But again, probably the less said the better. They're all trying to get lawsuits against Matt Turner had to go Forest as well, bros. It was a God blessing and a godsend that they offered us 7 million with 3 million in blowjobs, do you know what I mean? Because shit. See, with him, it was boredom, bros. He wasn't in the first team, and he said in many interviews he reckoned he was training so hard he could do no more apart from pop a couple and go see Jack. Obviously, Jack become his mentor. He was going to his house. Apparently, they were cooking and cleaning a lot. I bet they weren't they no cooking, but I bet they were doing cleaning. And do you know what I mean? Just fucking around in the household generally. So Matt Turner again shipped out. Lakonga once in a lifetime. Tavares, I heard, that was a bit out of order. It was like a Joe and player sings that when they first come in. It was more like, do you know what I mean? It was more like an audition to the club, if you like. Do you know what I mean? And he didn't know what he was doing, so that was bang out of order. And apparently, Arteta gave him his own fucking raw fucking tester the next day. Tavares, join me in the office, bros. Can you please tell me what Arteta has done to warrant a new contract? No, I can't. Next. I can't. Honestly, he's all right. Listen, there's been a lot of famous footballers, whether it's William Gallas, the Dutch fucker, Van Persie, Thierry Henry has dropped it. Vieira has said things before he got mad into management. And they all sort of said words that have all, to me, read the same thing. You don't go to Arsenal to learn your trade. You learn trade and then, God willing, go to Arsenal. Now, allegedly, all of these players have all sort of said to each other at one time or another, do you know what I mean? Like, I could manage Arsenal, but I would never have tried it or had the audacity without applying and learning my trade somewhere else. We know America went America. Vieira went America, France, Palace, blah, blah, blah. But would Arteta have been fucking, do you know what I mean, successful in fucking New York fucking wank balls or whatever the fuck Vieira was at and fucking blowjob nonce or something, do you know what I mean, in fucking France? No! Fuck off with Arteta. Arteta gets a good amount of money to spend every season and he's fucking struggling to make Arsenal. It's the first time in top 4. Do you know what I mean? This is the first time as a Champions League team. Let's keep this fucking going on and see. Let's see us be a Champions League team come the end of this season, innit? I'll sort of take my hat off to him and say, do you know what? That's 2 for 2, son. Carry on eating that paella, son. Go see Jack Wilshere. You've earned it. You've earned it, son. Go see Jack. Seriously, guys, right, that is me, though. An hour and fucking 15 minutes up. Yes, P Rabbit, you're the man of the match. I've enjoyed this one. This has been pretty funny for many fucked up reasons. Where am I in the comments? Did we do that? He's been on Thierry's. Yes, I've done that. 15 grand. Where am I in the comments? I know I've definitely seen that. Right, Wilson off his face. Yeah, and he thinks it was 2-14. Yeah, bruv, I tell you, the day he turned up and actually thought he was playing away at Liverpool or something last season, he actually turned up off his fucking bollocks, tits and all, with shoes in hand, football boots, ready, full kit. I was like, what's going on? Were you coming along for the ride? He was like, what do you mean? I'm sending a midget. Apparently brushed past Arteta, and Arteta's had to sort of jag him back off the bus. Like, Jack, what are you talking about? Are you feeling okay? And sort of, yeah, I don't know. One of the other staff, like, I don't know, a doctor or something, someone had to miss the fucking trip, in it, because they had to go and sit down with Jack because he was fucking off his fucking nut. Apparently, he pulled up into his Mercedes and then went into the Mercedes and started sniffing the life out of a fucking, I don't know, a little 2 grand bit that he had on the side. Lakonga, can you please? That's where we was. Well done. That's where he was. As long as Arteta is generating money, the Kronkers are happy. Well, he's generating money now. Champions League football, you don't get that much for being in Europa League and that, mate. Trust me. I've seen some of the figures, man. You can go deep into that shit, bros, and you're not getting a fraction. You're not getting. You can go to the final of the Europa League as far as if I'm right. It's not the same money you get just for getting out of the groups in the fucking Champions League, bros. And I don't believe it's even close. Qualifying for the just TV revenue and shit like that, bros. There's levels out here, and we should be. If we've spent, in my imagination, 130 million a season for the last 2 to 3 seasons, well, surely we should be able to go up to 200 mil and 220 mil now without having to sell Exaka, Balogun and panic and get some of that money back. Because if you look at ourselves, again, this season, for me, we spent about 130. Guys, I'm fucking out. Wilshire doing a Barca level presentation, kick-offs, backflips and all that. Yeah, bro, he was doing madness. But Mikel, that's me doing kick-ups here, by the way. I mean, you can't see my knees giving it and all that. But Mikel, I'm ready, bro. I've never physically felt so fucking strong in my life, son. Look at me. You're doing all that. I go, look at me, you cunt. But yeah, I know, it's bad. Matt Turner, gone Forest, looking for shrooms in the forest. Exactly. Yeah, you see what I mean? He was more of a, like an Eminem song, do you know what I mean? Shrooms. Oh, that was a classic. That was early Eminem. Hey, dude, where are them shrooms? I'm off to Forest to fight the gloom. In relegation, I'll eat all them shrooms, 'cause I'm Matt Turner. Can you always come live at this time? Notice Linda always goes bed at 10:30. No, more like 11:30, bro, I think. Oh, you Brongans! Fucking Stevens are wrong as well. Sorry, not you lot. The Arsenal game. Fucking started at 11:30. It's 2-2 already. That's a bit disappointing. What do you mean at half 12? We're about half 2 now, you cunt, because they show every game for 60 minutes, you stupid cunt. Fuck off, son, before I knock you out from here. Look at him. You. Guys, I gotta go. Fucking just missed the fucking game. Eddie went to Brazil for the Colombian link. Back on the come down with Mari. Yeah, brubs. Mari was the extension for a little while. That's why it was a must that he come in. I didn't see the loan, and the loan he done a couple of shipments. The loan he had to go back then, complete his move back. I can't blame Raya for that, man. We got done. This is the first time I've seen the game, guys. I'm gonna go and watch the last few minutes, be pissed off myself, and then catch it all over again. Like in 2 bags of taking a picker after a late night. You fucking don't know. Time for me to leave. Juma, I love you, man. Everyone, salam, peace, my brothers. Guys, it is time for me to go. Son, fuck you. Copyright. Son with the volume. Oh, you're gonna get copyright. Son with volume that I was just getting my TV on, bros. They can fuck themselves. It was genuine. Guess what? Fuck them. Fuck them. No one ain't allowed to fucking copyright me, bros. I'll fucking copyright them. Well, listen to me, bros. I'm gonna send you a copyright straight back. Don't even talk to me next time. There you go. You copyrighted, you prick. Fuck you. Don't talk to me. Right, broski. Have a great week. Same to you, bros. Be back in a week. Reece Nelson for Jesus. What a great move that was. Cunt. Guys, peace out. God bless. See you tomorrow on at 10 p.m. live. God bless people. Peace out. Respect. Good night, y'all. Weren't good enough, too, man.